Hey everybody, it's Miss Roberts here to tell you a little bit more about protein synthesis. So let's get our definition for protein synthesis. Remember, this is also in Schoology, so if I'm going too fast and you can't write it all, you can also go back there and write it down at your own pace. So protein synthesis is a process where the amino acids get joined together to make a protein. And the full name for this is a polypeptide protein chain. So you might see that as an answer choice on a test, but I think if you just remember protein and look for that, you'll be okay. So one other review that we need to talk about is way back when we talked about biomolecules, we said that proteins were made up of amino acids. We're going to be using this a lot again, so if you forgot this, maybe write it down again. We're also going to be using the word synthesis a lot. Synthesis means to make or create something, so if you'd like, please synthesize some cupcakes and send them to me. So in Schoology, there's this picture. You need to make sure that you have this printed off somewhere to put in your notebook because we're going to label this huge thing together and you're going to be using this a lot. If you don't have a printer, you can probably just draw it. It's pretty simple. I'm going to use a whole bunch of different colors here to help me out on cueing this thing in and making sure that it looks good for us so we can use it in the future to review with. So let's start easy up here. We've already talked about chromosomes before. And we also talked about how chromosomes are made up of DNA. So we've got those easy parts. And we have here all of this taking place, this section. You can see these little lines here. And if I wasn't on a big whiteboard, I would even probably color in this entire part up here. So I would do that if I were you. But here we have our nucleus. This is going to be important because a lot of questions are probably going to ask you about where does this part take place, where does this part take place. So there's different parts of protein synthesis, and you'll need to know where these locations are. So next up here we have our DNA, and our DNA we can tell because it has these double strands. But remember that the DNA is really super big. It can't fit outside of the nucleus. So we're going to have to get somebody to help us out. So this is the RNA. Specifically, this is mRNA, messenger RNA. It's going to act as a messenger. It's only one strand, so it can leave the nucleus, it can go out, and it can talk to everything outside of there. So this is all taking place inside of the nucleus right here. This part is called transcription. So transcription takes place inside of the nucleus. This is where the DNA is used as a template or like a pattern to make our mRNA. So our mRNA can carry that out here into our cytoplasm. So let's see where we have some room. So our mRNA is going to go out here into our cytoplasm. Let's label it out here again so we don't forget. Okay, and our mRNA has all these little letters on it, much like our DNA did, how it had the A's, T's, G's, and C's. And in this case, we're going to group these together in groups of threes. See how these are grouped in three. These are called our codons. Codons always are on the mRNA, and they're grouped into three letters like these. Later on, you'll learn how to use these to find out different types of amino acids. Okay, these codons are going to pair up with these bottom parts of this structure. These parts that match up with them are called the anticodons. So anticodons match up with codons. Kind of makes sense. These are found on these tRNAs. The tRNAs are called transfer RNAs. They are transferring these little round balls here. These are our amino acids. And hopefully that's kind of ringing a bell here because we're taking these amino acids and we're gluing all these amino acids together and we're getting our protein chain. You can see we have another tRNA, and that tRNA is carrying this amino acid. On the bottom of that tRNA is our anticodon. That anticodon is going to pair up with our codon down here on our mRNA. And so it's telling it which amino acid to bring in there to match up with that codon, and it's building this protein chain with the amino acids in the correct order. So this is called translation. I'm going to write it sideways here. So again, transcription happens inside the nucleus. This is when we use the DNA as a pattern to make our mRNA, because the DNA can't leave the nucleus. So our mRNA is going to go out into our cytoplasm. The mRNA has all of its letters divided up into groups of 3, which are our codons. And our tRNAs have anticodons on the bottom, and those kind of like click into place, kind of like plugging something into the wall. Our tRNAs are carrying the amino acids, and so each tRNA is carrying the one that corresponds to the codon that the mRNA got information from the DNA. And all those amino acids are getting glued together to make a long protein chain called translation. So translation makes our protein chain by using codons information from our DNA. This happens in the cytoplasm. One more thing that I almost forgot. These tRNAs are going to the ribosomes. So all this is taking place inside of our ribosomes out in our cytoplasm. So make sure that you've got a copy of this, because you're going to be using this again in the future. Okay, so we just looked at a picture of protein synthesis, and it was really complicated, and it had all kinds of stuff on there. So let's try to simplify it and kind of make it into an easier to remember thing. I think a t-shirt company would be a little bit easier. So please forgive my terrible clip art. I can't really draw. So this is going to be the same thing that we just looked at. So let's try to compare these. So we've got our t-shirt synthesis company. So in our cell is making protein. In our t-shirt synthesis company, we're making t-shirts. So this will be our protein. This represents protein. This guy here, he's really kind of big, maybe a couple too many hamburgers. He doesn't leave his office too often. In fact, I'm not even sure if he can leave his office anymore. This is going to represent our nucleus. He has all the instructions. He's the boss. He knows how to make the t-shirt. He knows when everybody's going to work. He knows everything that's going on there. But again, he can't leave his office. So that's a problem. His office is going to represent the nucleus. So he needs somebody to help him out. He's going to have this guy here. This is our messenger, our mRNA. So he's going to go upstairs. He's going to get this book from our nucleus and from our DNA, and he's going to carry it downstairs, and he's going to tell everybody what to do. He's our messenger. So he's grabbing this instructions, he's bringing it down, and telling everybody what to do. So he's going to be our mRNA. This lady over here, she has all the supplies that they need to make this shirt. She's going to represent the tRNA. She's transferring all the materials that they need. Now they're doing all the work here, and they're putting everything together. So they're representing the ribosomes, or the ribosomal RNA, the rRNA. And then we have our ingredients that we need to make our t-shirt. We've got our fabric, we've got our thread and everything. So this is going to represent our amino acids, because amino acids make up our protein. Thread and fabric make up our t-shirts. So if you think about it like this, it's a little bit easier to understand and a little bit easier to remember too, now that you can kind of picture it in more of a factory and less of that picture. So compare these two pictures. Consult it with what you just wrote down in your notes and try to pair these up just like I did. And hopefully that'll help you out in remembering this.